Hello and welcome to the Crappy Conversations podcast. Today you're joined by Miguel, Bobby, and Caleb, and Riley, myself. Today we're going to talk about maybe the Steam Deck. I don't know.
What's happening?
We don't
really have a plan.
You don't want to do that game where you say one word and you go around and try to make a story?
Let's go. Let's start with me.
Okay.
The
Pig.
Once.
Had.
A
Giant.
Carrot.
And.
saddle.
4.
Riding. Why does he have a saddle?
Humans.
With
Farms.
Period. Another.
Pig.
was
Big.
And.
Chunky.
2.
Funky.
That.
What?
That. I was. I don't know. I'm
Let's
just
start over.
Okay.
Start over. The whole thing. Start over for the whole thing.
Once upon a time.
That's more than one word.
More than one word, buddy.
Once.
There.
Was
Something.
Out.
There.
in
Over.
in
The rainbow.
The.
Tennis court.
That's more than
That's
one word.
2
Tennis.
words. Tennis. Field.
Place.
Your words place. Tennis field place.
Yeah, we're not good at this, guys.
Okay.
Start over.
Y'all
Start
are
over.
good.
No, we're not good.
I've had perfect words every single time.
I'm loving this. Come
I
on.
love it. This is good. I'll start.
All right.
In.
The.
Woods.
There.
Was.
A.
Guy.
Who.
Wasn't.
A.
Guy.
But.
He.
Had.
2.
Children.
That.
Were.
His children.
That's 2 words.
You suck at
I
this,
don't
right?
know where this is going.
Here, I spy with my little eye something blue.
The sky.
Okay, well.
This is a podcast. We're playing My Little. I don't know.
All right. Let's think of another.
Did you ever used to play Next Car's Mine?
No.
Did y'all play that?
I don't know, never heard of
Okay,
that.
so it was so fun. So when I was a kid, like whenever cars would drive by, we would point one out and say, "That's my car," and then the next car that came up would be somebody else's car, and that was just, for whatever reason, that was just like the funnest game that we played. Maybe it's because we were just like super duper bored, but I don't know.
I used to pretend there was a little, like, man running next to the car or whatever, and he would have to dodge obstacles that
Really?
get in the way.
Or like when it rains, you race 2
Yeah.
droplets of
Let
water.
2 raindrops
Yeah.
race each other.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's so much easier to find ways to like entertain yourself as a kid as opposed to now. But
Once.
In.
What?
Said it
In.
No, my word is what?
Once in what?
Once in what? It's not your turn.
It's not your turn, buddy.
I know. I'm just,
Okay, Riley, you start it.
Yeah, Riley started.
we hit
Make it a
15
short
minutes
and
yet.
sweet story.
We're at 4 minutes. It's just like it's
The-
long enough. Once in the.
Let's give Mr. Rittenhour something fun to listen to. How about we
Mr.
walk
Rittenhour.
around?
We're now
No.
listening to this?
Mr. Monroe, sorry.
Oh.
I got Mr. Rittenhour and Mr. Monroe mixed up because he was our first leadership class.
Oh,
I'm saying we should make it interesting for Mr. Monroe by walking around while we talk. Like, carry the film with us. Go.
How do you know? You just hear the wind rushing by.
Yeah, but like it'll give us ideas. It'll get our blood pumping. Get
I
us
don't think
some
that's
ideas in our head.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
don't wanna walk.
Who's the better teacher, Mr. Monroe or Mr. Rittenhour?
we had Mr.
I
Rittenhour
am.
for like 3 weeks.
We got him for
they're 2 completely different people.
One's from Minnesota and the other one's has
from
orange hair.
Mississippi.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know where he's from.
Mississippi Queen, if you know what I mean.
Mississippi Queen. You know what I mean?
We gotta get up.
There
Gotta
was-
go.
Do y'all think it's possible to like not compare yourself to other people?
Yeah.
Or do you
Wait,
think that
impossible
that's
to
just-
not compare yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Look at these Buddhist
hold on.
monks.
1 second. That's still. I'm
So
still
if I
confused.
say no, does that
Impossible.
mean I'm
not.
saying I can not
It is.
compare myself?
He's saying it's impossible to not. Compare yourself to other people. Saying you can only compare yourself to other people.
So I'd say no.
It's inevitable. If you say no, then that would be.
Oh, it's like a
um,
trick question.
Yeah, this feels like a trick.
Do you mean
Can
to
you
make it a trick
rephrase it?
question?
Can you rephrase it?
Yeah. Do you guys think that you could avoid not thinking about what other people think?
Yes.
Yes.
How?
I do it all
Just
the time.
don't think.
Yeah, I don't think about.
Just don't think, period.
I don't really care that much what people think about me. I don't know.
Why you bother?
Yeah, I think I'm just kind of hardwired that way. Because some people are, it's very easy for them to compare themselves to other people, and other people it's not. Like, look at Bobby.
Yeah, he's doing this annoying thing. Nobody's stopping.
It's annoying.
Everybody's telling him to stop, but he doesn't.
Everybody's telling him to stop. He doesn't give a crap. Look at him. That goofy smile on his face.
What are the pros?
So annoying.
Me.
Bro.
Being able to-
Oh, bro.
The
Freedom,
obvious pros.
free.
The obvious pros to it is, I guess you feel more, like Miguel said, you feel more free and stuff. But the easy downfall of not caring about what other people think is that sometimes people may give you good feedback, feedback that will
Right,
help
Bobby?
you, feedback that will help you, but you just completely ignore it because you're like, I don't care what other people think.
Right, Bobby?
So a good thing that I've heard is listen to all feedback, but not all feedback is good feedback.
Yeah, for sure. That there's always something to learn from someone, even if it's just them doing dumb crap and teaching you maybe not what to do, you know?
No, I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Oh, what do you
I'm
think?
not gonna
you're
listen to
say?
you guys.
He's being a rebel. Such a rebel, Miguel.
Aye.
Wait, that's more than one word.
When's the last time y'all sat and think, like, to yourself,
Never.
like why? You know, why about something? You know,
Why?
like when's the last time you sat
Specifically about
and
what?
thought about something?
What do you mean?
Like the why? Like why?
Why?
And I was about to say that. I was about to say YMCA.
I don't know. I don't remember. It's probably been a while.
We should talk about
Why?
SpongeBob, like the best SpongeBob episodes.
Why? I just get on different tracks and moods of life. Right now, I'm just kind of on the highway, zooming along.
I just do things.
You're on a highway to
Yeah.
hell, Caleb.
Where do you
What?
think?
You're on a
Where do you
highway
think
to
you're going?
What?
You said you're on the highway. Where do you think you're going?
Well, I'm saying I'm just trying to get to a destination. I'm just trying to get done with school right now.
Oh yeah, same. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
I just want to get done with capstone and AP Bio. Just
Why?
get out of here, man.
Because I don't like school.
Once I'm done with
Same.
capstone
I
and
want to
street,
move on with I'm ready for the next chapter of
once
my
I'm
life.
done with
Same,
the
dude.
presentations
I'm ready
for
for
capstone,
college.
I'm on the easy street, baby.
I still have I have to show up for an AP test after we've already finished with school.
Yeah,
God.
So like our last
Sucks.
day is May 8th. I still have to show up on May 12th
May
to take
12th,
an
that's too long.
AP
I'm
test.
so glad my AP Bio exam is before our last day. I'm so
I'm
thankful.
so glad I didn't take AP.
So, what's your perception of like outside of school,
What do you mean?
like after school?
Well,
Outside.
I know college will have. I mean, I get to choose when I have lunch. I already have my schedule, so I know that I'll be done with all my classes every day before like 2:00, which to me is like getting off of school early. Because right now I'm still thinking like before 4 you get off school early, so that's cool. Get to be around more, like a bigger pool of people to choose from to be friends with, so like more chances to be around like-minded people. So that's cool.
What are the benefits of being around like-minded people?
Well,
People will agree to you no matter what.
yeah.
That's
But you get a bunch of yes men around you. It's the best day. No, I'm kidding.
If they're hot enough, you can make out with them.
That's true.
What are the negatives?
The negatives
There's nothing.
is that
There's no negatives.
if they're too much like-minded with you, you'll have all the same flaws as well.
Ah.
You want people that are good. You good balance. If you want like to have real good friends, not just like acquaintances or whatever. I like to have. I like to think of it in groups.
Diversity.
I want my friends I can just be stupid with and have fun with, and I want my friends that like be serious with or whatever. And it'd be awesome if those were the same people.
Who are your
Which
friends
one
that
am
you can
I?
be smart with? Yeah.
Which one am
yeah.
Huh?
Like, name some people.
You can be
in
smart
those
with-
Y'all
categories.
don't know any of the people that I can't.
In this school.
There's not. a
Which one
single
am I? Am I
person in
both
school.
or one or the other? Or
You
neither?
are one of the other.
I'm the one stupid one.
Everybody at this school that I hang out with is in the stupid group.
That's crazy.
But that's because it's just fun.
I mean, you don't really want to be serious with people at school anyway because you don't
Yeah.
like to be here, dude.
I see y'all 5 days a week for 8 hours a day.
You see us
and then
more
I
than your
clock
parents,
out.
dude.
Huh?
You see us more than your parents.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we see each other more than our parents. Wow.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
sucks.
I'll be changing next year. Thank goodness.
I don't know. I like my parents, but I want to move out. I'm really
I like
excited to
my
move out.
parents too. It'll be weird though, because I kind of realized yesterday when I move out in like August, that'll be the last time that I ever like live in my house in the
Yeah.
same state that I'm in. Every time I go back to my house, even if I move back in after college, if I can't like afford anything, it won't be the same because it's like I've gone away at that point. I'm not it's not the same anymore.
I kind of regret not being able to move away for college, but I think Chat State will probably help me prepare for the future better. I don't really know.
Are you sure?
How many minutes do we have left? 4 minutes.
Okay. So,
Riley, where are you going to school?
Chat State.
Oh, okay. So you're living
See you
at
there.
home still? Okay.
Yeah.
I've been living at home too, and I don't want to live at home.
Miguel,
Suck.
if you get tickets to a UTK football game, like free
Yes.
ones, can you give them to me?
No.
Okay.
I want,
Like if you get extra ones.
extra ones?
Yeah.
No.
You gonna join a frat?
Probably not.
I've seen all the frat houses there when I've gone to a game. They're,
A frat.
at the game, literally 2 hours before the game starts, you already got beer bottles all over the porch.
I don't get
There are guys on the roof still.
Yeah.
I don't get frat.
All you do
I don't
is
either.
party. And, it's not all ways partying, but, like, they do community service sometimes.
Yeah, but you don't need to pay in order to do community service.
They probably do
pay to have
community
friends and
service
all
when
that.
they get.
I don't know why you
by
gotta
the
pay
judge.
for a frat.
If you want to do community service so bad, you can do it yourself.
My
And
dad,
you get 'em
my
to-
dad was in
Yeah.
a frat, and like he said it was fun.
They already finished.
So that's why
Dirty
you came
dogs.
along.
Were your parents in any frats?
No,
Yeah.
no.
Nope.
I don't. Well, not that I know of. I don't think so.
My
No,
dad was.
Your dad has crazy dad lore. My dad
What?
has crazy dad lore. I know he has lore he hasn't told me about too.
Dude, my
I know.
dad's traveled to many countries, dude.
That's awesome. What does your dad do again?
Back then he was a journalist. Now he works in insurance.
My mom went to Morocco one time when she was in college. She said she had a monkey land on her shoulder one day and it freaked her out.
That's cool.
My dad went to London.
That's
And
cool.
he was an English major, and he was there to watch a Shakespearean play. And before
That's
that,
boring.
yeah, and before that, they went to go to an Indian restaurant.
In
And-
London.
Yeah, I mean, like,
They got a bunch
Yeah,
of
they
different
got-
cultures in
yeah,
London
they got
now.
good Indian
Yeah,
food
really?
there. Yeah,
It's pretty cool. I love Indian there.
they
I love Indians too.
he went and get Indian food, but he was trying to show off in front of his friends. He asked for the waiter, make it as spicy as possible. Whatever the spiciest is, keep it going. And like the waiters kept warning him, no, sir.
No, sir. You cannot handle this.
This is
cannot-
London.
You cannot.
Oh,
you cannot do
what
this.
is- You can't
You
handle
cannot take
this.
this.
That's not. That's not.
What does a
either.
British Indian sound like?
You cannot take this. Anyway, he drank the food or the bowl of soup, whatever he had, the spicy thing.
Smoke coming out of his ears.
Right, and then he went to the play.
Didn't even make it through scene one.
He went home like 20 minutes after the play started, or the hotel.
I get to go to London in May.
That's awesome, dude.
The day after graduation is when I hop on a plane to go to London with
What are
my
you, what are you
family.
gonna do there?
We're going on a bunch of different tours and stuff.
Awesome,
I think.
dude. That's awesome. I definitely want to go travel Europe one day.
Yeah, one day if I'm able to afford it, I want to take like a month-long trip and go see all of Europe.
I
Like
want to go to Switzerland.
France,
so bad.
Spain, Germany.
Switzerland, yeah, for sure.
I'm going to see my family in Germany that I think I have. I have a bunch of cousins in Germany, I think. I've seen one of them one time
What
when
did
I
you
was
do?
really young. It was Hannah. It's pronounced like that. Hannah.
Oh, no.
What would you do if they were blind Germans?
They were blind
Yeah,
Germans?
like they cannot see. What would you do?
I don't know. I know there's a drawing in my grandparents' house of the Philauer house, which used to be like a house in Germany where my family lived, because I don't know, somehow we had the last name Philauer for a while, and now if you go there, it's a parking lot. But for a while, it was a big house.
You being German explains a lot, actually.
You didn't realize he was German?
Well, I did.
I'm German on my dad's side, and then like Irish or something on my mom's side.
I could tell you were
Oh, really?
German just by
Irish?
looking.
Really?
Yeah. Your blonde hair, blue eyes,
Huh.
your facial features.
Might be
Very
Hitler's
German.
grandson,
He didn't have any living relatives.
except for you.
He did live in Argentina, actually. He lived until the
Scottish.
50s.
Alex Harvey?
That was confirmed by Argentina and the CIA a few weeks ago.
Mm.
Hitler did not die by suicide in a bunker in Germany. He went to Argentina along with a bunch of other Nazis and lived there for about 10 more years in Argentina.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
Just denying that.
No, he didn't.
I don't really care because he's dead already anyway.
Yeah, that'd be crazy though if they said he's still alive now in Argentina in like a retirement home.
We'd be, what, 120,
Yeah, he'd
130 years
he
old?
would have definitely died by now. But
You know, Hitler was vegetarian.
really,
You know, he didn't eat meat.
Hmm.
And he also used crystal meth.
oh well, that's obvious. Like you see that tape
Yeah,
of him
yeah.
tweaking out. Oh, looks like we've gone over time. Anybody
ended-
want to end it?
What a great
ended on
conversation. What a
Hitler,
crappy
alright.
End it on
conversation.
Hitler.
See ya.
Thank you for watching Crappy Conversations. Riley, last words?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
So on today episode, we will talk about solutions to NIL, the transfer portal, because like we kind of discussed in last episode, that the NIL money and transfer portal are kind of ruining the authenticity of college sports. It used to be college was all about pride for your school and playing for the name on the back of your jersey, but now it's seeming more like it's for the money and for the fame, which can be seen through a lot of things, especially recently with Nico leaving Tennessee. Thoughts, anybody?
I'm not upset about that. He played absolutely horrible last year. Maybe he would get better this year, but I'm not too hopeful. And I think all boils back to Carson Beck going to Miami and getting $4 million. He thought he was a $4 million quarterback too. Neither of them are. Neither of them are $2 million quarterbacks, honestly.
$1 million.
They shouldn't be paid at all.
I agree.
They should just play the game
Not
too.
technically. I mean, the stuff they're doing for their schools, like, think about how much revenue that gets. It definitely need to be paid, but there needs to be like a set salary. It shouldn't be based off your skill. It should be.
Like
I,
I
mean,
feel
I
like
guess
it's
it
like
should. I don't really know.
I feel like if you're a starter, you get paid this. If you're just redshirting, then you get I don't think you get paid.
Yeah.
But if you're a starter, I feel like, yeah, I mean, you could get paid. But people played college sports since colleges were around, and they never got paid for it. And they got fame for it.
And I feel like nothing over a couple thousand, because people go to these prestigious schools and all these big name schools to get an opportunity to showcase their skills and get to the big leagues. They shouldn't be wanting money to represent their skill and get an
They should not be
opportunity.
getting paid more than they're going to get paid next year.
I agree,
There
and I
shouldn't be
feel-
a reason to stay.
I feel like they should get maximum a couple thousand, because obviously, it's not like you can just do sports and not practice or put time towards it. So, I mean, I'm not complaining about a couple thousand, because that would add a little bit of incentive to get some of that student loan off or whatever. But they already get scholarships too, majority of them, so that's already essentially money.
If you're a starter, you have a full ride.
Yeah, and also for the college football game, I know that I think they get a couple $1,000s. But for me, if I was ever to make it to something like that, I'd be like, I have to pay you to get in the game, because I don't understand why they want to get paid. Because I think it would just be really cool to be in the game without even getting paid. I wouldn't want to get paid. I would feel like I should be paying them to get in the game.
It's such a lie, bro.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to be like, I want money, but if it's there, I'm going to take it. But I'm not going to demand it, because, I think it's really cool to be in the major sports games. I mean, obviously, I'm not a pro athlete, so I wouldn't know, but I just feel like it'd be really cool without any money needed.
Yeah, I mean, also, I'm worried that, it's gonna just keep going down. Because I don't feel like it's gonna stop. The NIL is not something that's just gonna be able to just, shut down.
Mm-hmm.
People are too, and then like people are gonna stop playing or something, and then that'll just like ruin the game.
Yeah.
So it kind of sucks because there's no way out of it now.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta set regulations. I mean, that can be done really easily. We just have to make the right decisions there for it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And also, I feel like transferring is such a big thing now. It feels like
that could be quick fix. If you transfer, you gotta sit out a year. Probably.
yeah, and like I can understand transferring with like Honor Hupp as an example. He made the most threes in the entire Division I's colleges, so like he could get a better opportunity. Did you see where he went? He went West Virginia. Really, any other college, but he had the best shooting in the D1 schools. So like him wanting to go to a better school and get a better opportunity makes some sense. But then it's like the same thing as major sports. How do you know if your guy's going to stay here? And it does not feel like that the players are actually representing their college anymore when next year someone could come up and give them a couple million and they're like, I'm gone.
Yeah, it's not as much like you're not as, like, it's not much of a team. You're not like, you don't get as well bond because people come and go so much.
Mhm.
It's like, I mean, like you have like a different quarterback every year. Now
Mhm.
it feels like, and everything's just different.
And for me, it's like you're going to get paid in the big leagues next year. So you'll get your money if you make it. But that's why I think people, I don't know how much it is now, but I know people sometimes will prefer college basketball. And even myself, seeing that like sometimes the college basketball games or college football games would have more emotions and have more power from the crowd. Because in my opinion, it's a lot easier to pick a pro team and just be like a fan of them, but it can be more true to a team if you actually went to that college and that's where you got your education and made your life off. So it's easier to become a fan of them versus the major leagues. I could be like, I'm just a fan of this team and start rooting for them.
And that's why you see these college stadiums that are huge. Like
Mhm.
Neyland's like 100-something thousand. Biggest NFL is like 80 because there's just that backbone
culture.
behind it. Yeah, it's like that. They're not just gonna one day like Tennessee's not just gonna disappear.
Mm-hmm.
Like that'll always be remembered as something. But like I mean, you could kind of semi get rid of some of these NFL teams and like I'm not saying we should. I'm just saying it would not be that not be the same as if you got rid of like one of these huge colleges that everyone knows about and all this stuff.
And in college, you make your choices of where you want to go. In the NFL or NBA, NFL, you can get traded in the blink of an eye, have nothing to do about it.
Yeah.
For example, Luka. But in college, you get to choose where you go. You might not play as much at some other colleges, but it's all your choice. There's nothing that no one can limit you or send you to a different college. It's all choice. So it makes it a little bit easier to pour your heart into whatever you play for.
Yeah.
That's not ridiculous. Yeah, I feel like that's just what it should all be about. I feel like everything was really going uphill until it all started happening. Like even like 5 years ago. I mean, you really just see a huge difference in between the game now and then.
Mm-hmm.
It was all about passion. I mean, you didn't see people transferring every day. Like people stayed at their school until they went to the NFL. There was no talk about this whole transfer talk and everything.
Mm-hmm.
You transferred if you couldn't play. That's when you transferred.
Yeah.
If you're on the field, you weren't transferring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And like I said, I just think that the whole difference was that for college, you were supposed to represent and supposed to gain the opportunity to make it to the big leagues to get paid. And even like some of those college players who might be getting some NIL might not even make it to the big leagues. But once you make it to the big leagues, that's how you earn your money. So it's like, I just think that it shouldn't have any or at least a small amount of NIL money to maybe like test for a couple years just to see what kind of difference it makes in the players and even the coaches.
Yeah, because it's an honor to be nationally televised, like
Mhm.
in a football stadium where it's just like it's you and your team out there, and like you're not like watching for the fans, like you are like, and you're like nationally known names now. So I mean that's crazy to think that like you were so everyone knows who you are kind of thing that watches sports, and then you're wanting to, even if you could make it to the big leagues, you're still wanting money now. It just doesn't make sense.
And even for like those small March Madness schools that sometimes can make like runs, if you see like, for example, this year, like I think it was like West Colorado State or Colorado State, they had they were like a 10th seed, and I never heard of that, and they made it to like the second round.
Colorado State, they were in the Mountain West. I mean, they won like 6 or 10 in a row. They were just super high. They should not have been a 10th seed. That was lucky they got.
And so like their fans were true fans because and also there's so many colleges that, I mean, there's like thousands on thousands of colleges that it also adds to the true fandom of those teams, because there's so many options to choose from that the one you went to really means the most out of all those thousands of schools.
Yeah, because like Tennessee only has the Titans, which is where Nashville.
Yeah, it's in Nashville.
Yeah, mine has,
Yeah, so
mine's
it's like,
not even
I
happening.
mean, like some people are like live in Tennessee their whole life, but they're not a Tennessee fan. But if you say you go to Colorado, like that random school you were talking about,
Yeah.
you go there, that's what you're a fan of, because that's like where you devoted to going, and you spent your time working there.
That's all of our thoughts about the transfer portal and NIL money. And that'll be it for today's episode.
I'm Jordan,
I'm Moss.
and today we're going to talk about capstone. So,
What's your project?
my project is on the chemistry of the brain with and without mental illness. What's yours?
Mine is how different types of literature can positively and negatively impact an individual's emotion.
Wow. What's the title?
Emotions in literature. What's your title?
Mental illness, understanding the brain.
When are you doing your presentation?
The 22nd.
Oh,
So I
I'm doing
got
mine
the first day.
23rd.
I picked the first day. Well, it was the only one that was open. I went too late.
Yeah, most of my class is doing the first day because it was the only one left.
And
I
what,
was like the second to last person to pick the second day. I was like, oh.
what time are you doing yours? Do you know?
I have it in my calendar somewhere. I think it's like 10:15 or something.
Mine is at 9:40. I feel like I talk too fast though sometimes, and I don't like extend everything that I'm saying, so the presentation's not gonna be long enough.
Mine's at 10:20.
10:20.
Yeah.
Dang, that's late.
I know,
I'm
but
gonna get
hey,
up early and get it over with.
yeah. At least I get to sleep in a little.
Yeah.
Don't have to get there. Well, do I have to get there right at 8:30 when everyone's there, and then I just wait? Or
Do you?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe we should ask about that.
Well, I feel like they wouldn't give us a specific time. Well, I don't know. I'm probably gonna get there at 9:40. So, but I know they're gonna break us off into groups, into the different rooms. So, there's that.
I'm like, I want Miss Burse in my group because she's my teacher.
So, what was your research process like?
Honestly, it was kind of difficult because I get a lot of writer's block whenever I'm writing, and I just hate writing essays just in general. So writing an 8 to 10 page essay, I was like, I don't want to do this. But I did it anyways, and I have no clue what I got on it. I have not asked.
You didn't look?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
I got a 31 out of 35.
I'm scared to look at mine.
It's probably not. Like, everybody was getting, like, B's and A's. Like,
She
nobody
said all of
cared.
us passed, but like,
Pass is pretty vague.
yeah,
Like,
I'm like 60 is passed. Like, did I get a D? Did I get an A? Like, where am I in the passing? But whatever. How was your research?
wait, what was your product?
Oh, my product, I did 2 seminars. I did a middle school and high school seminar. The middle school one was first on the 26th, and then my high school one was April 2nd. So
My research process, it was actually real life torture. It took over my whole life. My grades, like, as soon as we started, like, the due date started coming up for the essay, I had like 20 missing assignments. All my grades went down. It it was tragic. And then I had basketball on top of that. I should have quit, but I was like, I paid all that money. I'm not quitting.
Yeah.
But it was really hard because I couldn't find like a way, because when you're looking at brain chemistry, it's kind of just laid out like it is. There's nothing deeper than like neurotransmitters, brain chemicals, all that. You say that in like 4 pages, and then what's the other 4 pages?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what
That's
else to
how I
write.
felt, because I'm like, how do you go in depth of emotions in literature? Like, how
I feel like that's a pretty good one. Like, I could write
there
a lot
was
about
like
that.
no research on it, like at all.
Yeah.
Half of it was just me being like, I think this happens.
I feel like you could do like analysis on, well, it's too late now, but you could do like analysis on people's writings and like how they put their emotions into their writings.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. What was your product?
My product was a TED Talk for psychology, which, oh my gosh, I was up there sweating. I was sweating. I was like, did it just get 85 degrees hotter in here? Because I wasn't sweating until I said something and somebody laughed, and I was like, I don't know what you're laughing at, but you need to be taking this seriously because I'm nervous enough as it is. But when I get nervous, I feel like I stutter less and just start like rambling on and on and on and on.
Mm-hmm.
But it ended up going well. I had them like take notes and stuff, and then I took that up. So that's like the evidence of my product, so that I have people that understand it now.
Yeah.
But
I just had pictures taken, and like in my seminar outline, I had like answers to like what they said.
mm-hmm.
Have you done your final presentation slideshow?
No, I haven't finished it, but it's due tonight. But I've done most of it.
Ours is due tomorrow.
Because she said she wants to go over it first.
Yeah.
So
Miss Burrs helped me a lot today with mine, and I'm finished, I think. So let's hope I pass. Because if Miss Burrs helps me with it, and she's one of the panel judges, then I feel like I should.
yeah, I wonder who the people are gonna be.
I don't know. They said it was.
I hope it's like some nice old ladies.
Everyone gets different panels. There's 3 different rooms with 3 different panels.
Well, for mine, I hope it's some nice old ladies. I'd be like, oh, she did her best.
She did her best.
Pass.
Let's just pass her. Like,
imagine someone failing and they really don't get to walk at graduation.
that's crazy.
I'm not gonna say, but I would be really upset.
Yeah.
Like, I did all that work for what? What am I here
Literally. But I feel like the only people that have a chance of like not walking are the people who did not put effort in or used AI the entire time.
for? Yeah, if you use AI, like, I would have used AI, but I didn't know how. I didn't know what I was supposed to use. But people like using AI in the whole thing, like, come on, bro. You know you're not
Like-
passing.
Like, why choose this topic and then use AI for the entire thing?
Yeah, she said do something towards like your career. I should just done something that I was interested in.
Yeah.
Brain chemistry, that's like the most boring thing ever. Like, I didn't find anything that I didn't already know.
No, I did. See, the thing with me is I don't even know what my career is going to be. So I just did something that I was interested in. I'm a big writer and a big person on like emotions and stuff. So
Yeah, I think your topic fits you like really well.
thanks.
Man, I'm not ready for these presentations.
I know, me neither.
I'm not ready to graduate.
I had to get on a new med that helps with my anxiety, my
It was that
performance
bad?
anxiety. Yeah, my performance anxiety is awful. I'm like, I'd stutter, like shake. I can't, like,
I'm gonna
I
have to wear
cannot
something
speak in front
black.
of people.
I
Huh?
have to wear something black so I can't see sweat stains. I'm gonna be up there steaming.
I'm like, what am I gonna wear? I have nothing professional.
I bought a pantsuit yesterday.
I might have to see if my mom can take me this weekend or something, because I'm like,
Go to JCPenney's, that's where I found it.
how much was it?
A lot.
Oh.
And my mom, she didn't tell me. She could have just told me, like, you don't need a whole pantsuit that you're just going to wear once. Because I thought, like, I could use that in college, like, if there's presentations. But my mom said, you don't do that in college. And I'm like, well, you went to college a long time ago, so maybe it's different now.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm like, I have nothing to wear. I
think y'all you'll be able to find something professional.
hope so, because it's in a week.
Dang, it's in a week, and then
My
we
presentation's
graduate in
a
couple
week
weeks.
exactly today.
Mine is a week exactly yesterday. Dang, 6 days. I have 6 days.
Yeah, I got 6 days.
Oh man, but the Dollywood trip is right after that, so
I know.
that's our prize for pushing through.
I'm not going on it though.
Oh yeah, that's so.
I told my mom that. Well, she was like, I understand you don't. She was like, what are you gonna do on Friday? I was like, can I just stay home? I was like, I'll stay home and do nothing. I don't work that week at all either. So I'm like, okay, I'll stay
get to
home.
relax.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we don't have school Friday, do we?
It's Good Friday.
Oh yeah, Easter coming up. Easter dinner. I'm hungry now. Think about it. I don't know. Hopefully, she never lets me cook. Like, she thinks, like she lets me make. What is it called? Like an appetizer, like a little
Yeah.
dish, like you eat before.
Yeah.
But she won't let me make no like food because she says I'll be in the way. And I'm like, you not even in the, like she's in that kitchen 2 hours at the beginning of the day. That's it.
That's crazy. I feel like she should let you cook because you're a great cook and
She's picky. She's not even picky. Like she's exotic foods. So when I make like regular food, it's like, what is this? Slop on a plate. Like she eats chitlins, pig intestines. It's just disgusting.
Ew.
She made it in the house one time. My dad got so mad because it stunk up the whole house for like 3 days.
That's crazy.
It's not like who like who told you to open up? Like we have everything else. Why are we eating like that?
Like,
Nobody's forcing you to eat that anymore. All right, well, that's our podcast.
yep.